talking about
Bonjour.
Greece today. Bonjour.
Yes, we will talk about Greece. As you know, we are in the process of defining a definitive solution for Greece. We are confident that we will find an agreement for the Council of June. We think that Greece has already taken some commitments that should allow us to close the fourth review at the Council of June. We are still waiting for some more decisions and some more action from Greece, but we are confident that we will find an agreement to have a definitive solution for the fourth review at the Council of June. Thereafter, we will need to define a framework for the debt treatment. That framework has to be clear, comprehensive, and credible for the markets. And on that point also, we are really working very hard with the other members of the Eurogroup to find a consensus on that common framework, which once again has to be clear, comprehensive and credible for the markets. But I'm confident that we will be able to find in the coming weeks a consensus on that so that we can close the fourth review and thereafter define a common framework for the debt treatment of Greece. Maybe a word also on two other points that we will discuss today or tomorrow. The first one is the digital taxation. As you know, France wants to have a decision on digital taxation by the end of 2018. We think that this is a question of efficiency. This is also a question of fairness. So we are still working on that. We have a very good proposal of the Commission on the digital taxation, and we are confident that by the end of 2018, the European members should be able to find a consensus to have a formal decision on digital taxation on the basis of the Commission proposal. It does not exclude other proposals and other reflections that we are having on a long-term solution, but we need a decision, and we want that decision by the end of 2018. A word also on trade, because of course we will have discussions on trade among EU members. I just wanted to recall that we are waiting for an exemption from the American tariffs for the European Union. We strongly believe that we do not have to be the collateral damage of a possible trade war between the US and China. We fully recognize that there is a difficulty with the steel and aluminium overcapacity. We have to find a solution for that and to fix the issue of overcapacity in steel and aluminium. But the right solution is not to raise the tariffs for EU. We had a very in-depth discussion with the American administration during the visit of President Macron in Washington this week. President Macron made very clear that we want that exemption. He also made very clear that we are open to working on the future of the trade system, because we have to build a new multilateral system as far as trade is concerned. We are ready to open a discussion with our American friends on the future of the WTO, on the improvement of the WTO and the whole multilateral trade system. But first of all, we have to get rid of that question of new tariffs.
And what if the waiver isn't extended?
We will see next week what would be the decision of the American administration, but I made very clear yesterday that the Commission and the EU has to be ready to take all appropriate decisions if the American administration decides to raise the tariffs on the EU. There is no reason why the American administration should raise the tariffs on the EU. There is a problem with the overcapacity, but the EU is not responsible for this issue of steel and aluminium overcapacity. We have not to be hit by new tariffs.
So, but this does mean...
Il y a eu des chiffres économiques ce matin un peu décevants pour la France. Est-ce que vous pensez, vous avez peur d'une perte de dynamique économique en France et en Europe en ce moment?
Non, je ne crains pas une perte de dynamique de la croissance. La réalité, c'est qu'il y a eu un quatrième trimestre 2017 qui a été excellent. Et donc, comme toujours, lorsqu'il y a eu un très bon chiffre de croissance, il y a un léger tassement ensuite. Il n'y a rien de très surprenant à tout cela. Je considère que la croissance est solide en Europe, que cette croissance est durable, mais nous savons tous qu'il y a aussi quelques nuages à l'horizon. Il y a ce risque de guerre commerciale dont je viens de parler. Il y a le relèvement des taux d'intérêt qui arrivera d'ici la fin de l'année 2018. Donc ça doit nous encourager à continuer à prendre des mesures pour développer la croissance en France. Et si nous voulons, avec le président de la République et le Premier ministre, accélérer la transformation économique du pays, notamment avec le projet de loi sur la croissance et la transformation des entreprises que je présenterai d'ici quelques semaines, c'est parce que nous sommes convaincus qu'il ne faut surtout pas relâcher notre effort pour développer la croissance et créer des emplois pour les Français. La croissance ne tombe pas toute seule du ciel. Elle vient de la transformation économique que nous portons. Elle vient du soutien que nous apportons aux entreprises, de la capacité des entreprises, notamment des PME, à innover, à investir, à créer de nouveaux emplois. Elle vient de la transformation du système de formation que nous avons engagé, la simplification du marché du travail que nous avons engagé, la transformation fiscale que nous avons engagée l'année dernière. C'est tout ça qui porte la croissance. Donc il est hors de question de relâcher nos efforts. Nous poursuivrons la transformation économique du pays pour donner aux Français de la croissance et des emplois. Je vous remercie.